going to be a sad day when Katie Taylor finally bows out and retires. Always look forward to her fights, her fight announcements, because I always know it's going to be somebody good, you know? It's going to be somebody, it's going to be a fight worth watching, but she's got one fight left. Matchroom says that they got a big announcement that they're making tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be the Tom Aspinall thing because that story basically already broke today. So I don't know that they're going to make a big announcement tomorrow about a story that already broke. Some people think that it's going to be Katie Taylor, her fight news. We'll see. But either way, they've already said, and she's already said that she's close to retiring. She's probably got one more fight. It's probably going to be in Croke Park. The opponent, I feel like it could be Natasha Jonas just because Natasha's not doing anything. She's free. She said she would like to fight Katie again. And the occasion to market, it's not about the opponent. It's about it being Katie's final fight and the final opportunity to see her box live. So I don't know if that's going to be the announcement tomorrow or if it's just going to be the Tom Aspinall thing, which technically has already been announced. I mean, Matchroom's social media already uploaded a video. They already showed a featurette and all that stuff. So I don't know. The war between Eddie, what it do, Michael? The war between Eddie and Dana, it's making boxing entertaining in between fights because March is sort of a slow month at the beginning. There's not a lot going on this week outside of Jai Opataya's fight. And then next week, Golden Boy's got a show, but it's not a really big show. I mean, who is it? Alexis Rocha versus Jojo Diaz? I'll watch it. Yeah, sure. But it's not a big fight. Things between them are getting spicy. You have to wonder if Zuffa would have made the moves that they made had Eddie Hearn not poked the bear, or was it always their intention to go after Conor? Was it always their intention to target Matchroom's fighters? Because Turki is definitely a party in all of this, and he's giving it away like he doesn't care if Eddie knows that he's going after his guys. Was he always going to go after his guys, or is it because Eddie Hearn said what he said? Either way, Turki's already picked a side. Either way, he's already picked a side. Lucius, what it do? Shout out to my man Tyree. He brought up that old debate that I had with the KO boxing guy. I forgot why he brought it up. I think it was because somebody said they wanted Najee to debate KO boxing about Devin Haney. And Tyree said that I already cooked that guy, which I did. I mean, I remember he was begging and begging and begging for a debate. He wanted me to come to his channel. And I'm like, if I got to take time out from my channel to go to yours, you got to pay me straight up because you're making me take time away from making money so that I could go to your channel for what? So that you can make money? No, you got to pay me. Otherwise, you're going to come here, which he did. What it do, Lucius? What it do? I don't know how to say that shit, bro. What it do, fellas? And I remember when he came here because he was begging for a debate for weeks. He was like trying to start a beef on Twitter, and he was begging for a debate for weeks because I guess he had just started up his channel and he was trying to get traffic to it. Whatever. So he does that. And I told him that, well, if I got to take time away from my channel to go to yours, you're gonna need to pay me at least $150 fucking dollars at least. And obviously he didn't want to do that. So he ends up coming here, and we have the debate. And what does he do? He leaves early because he claims he has to go get a fucking haircut. You can't make the shit up. It was about Spence and fucking Crawford, by the way. Nice use of your time, bro. Very productive. Everything these guys touch turns into fucking shit, bro. Any fighter that these guys get behind, it all turns into shit. Straight up. It all turns into dog shit. What it do, Drew? The bloviating of Puke Thomas, Alan Dawson, and Sean Zatella's comedy, all that activism has done what? Is this what American boxing media has become? Absolutely. You know why, Drew? A part of it is there's a shift in the axis of power, and they don't like that. They have established relationships with certain promoters in the sport, and now that there's a new guy in town and he's got some weight, they don't have that relationship with Dana that they have with the people at the PBC or the people at Top Rank or the people at Golden Boy, Matchroom, etc. They don't have that relationship. And the point that I keep maintaining is Sean was not up there to ask a question. All right. If you wanted to ask a question, you wouldn't have went about it that way, because you can't hope to get an answer acting fresh. Dana doesn't have to answer your question, and that's what I think the media people don't seem to understand, that he doesn't have to play nice with you. There are professional courtesies. What you did was blindside him. It was ambush journalism, because you got up there and started monologuing when, if you want to ask a question, you ask a question. Can I set up an interview with you to talk about the amendments to the Ali Act? That's not what he did. He took a stance. And as a member of the media intended to retrieve information and then report it, it's not your job to take a stance. It's your job to collect the facts and then report them. Too many people in the media now, they don't do that. They take a stance. Okay, then, bro, you burnt that bridge. Dana just sat down with IFL TV, which is more than I ever thought he was going to do, because Dana doesn't need IFL TV to do an interview. They've got their own media people at Ring Magazine that they can use. They don't actually have to do that. So the fact that he did it showed that he's willing to talk to the media. He talked to IFL TV. He sat down with Cameron. He talked to Pierce Morgan. He's clearly not afraid of answering questions and talking to the media. He's clearly not afraid to do that. But you chose to burn a bridge that you may need to cross, and that's not his fault. It's yours. Shout out to Drew. Then Luke Thomas bringing up Kinahan like we care. We have crime lords not been exactly. It's a scumbag sport, not figure skating. Yo, dog, I wish I could shout it from the rooftops, Drew. When has boxing never been connected? Boxing has always been connected to organized crime and criminality. Always. Forever. It's never been different. Oh my God, Kinahan, Brody, the mafia used to run the fucking sport, bro. Don King killed 2 motherfuckers, and y'all happily watched every fight that he promoted, knowing he killed 2 motherfuckers. So what is all this pearl clutching? Oh, they're killing journalists in Saudi, bro. That ain't nothing going on with but the rent, bro. Dana is only talking to casual UFC and boxing fans. They are happy to just have someone on to interview. No heart. I disagree with you, bro, because IFL TV is a serious media outlet. There's serious journalists over there that ask serious questions. But the fact of the matter is, if you come at someone hostile, you're going to get that energy back. It's common sense. How difficult would it have been to just say, listen, there are a lot of people out there that are nervous about the amendments to the Ali Act, what they interpret as changes. Would you be able to do a sit-down interview with me so that we can go over what these changes are to allay their fears? There's people got to stop acting like Sean didn't take a stance. He took a stance. You're bringing up antitrust suits. Okay, you choose to start off with a sore spot. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and that was what you chose to do. So if they don't talk to you after that, and they don't sit down with you after that, that is your fault. Luke is right about Copinger. Whether you like Luke or not, Copinger sucks. Bob called him out first. Bob literally, and here's the thing, bro. Copinger made the same mistake that Sean Zettel made. The difference is that Copinger does seem to have learned from it. It's not your job to take a stance when it comes to a problem that Teofimo is having with his promoter. It's not your job to take a stance, and it certainly isn't your job to sermonize to Bob what he should spend on a fight or a fighter. You are out of pocket. You don't govern that budget. You don't know what's going on with that money. It's not your place to tell Bob, yeah, just give him the money. If you would have gotten, yo, dog, we were in a pandemic, bro. We were in a pandemic. There were no live audiences. What the fuck do you mean? Well, if you would have gave him the money. Like I said, though, Mike seems to have learned from his mistake. He seems to understand now that's not your job. You are a reporter. You are intended to report data. Now, on a panel of pundits, right, surrounded by pundits like yourself, you can give your take by them. But what you don't do is sermonize to the affected parties. It's not your job to dictate to Bob what he should be paying Teofimo. Bob's in charge of that budget, not you. Top Rank is in charge of that budget, not you. Shout out to Drew. Virtuoso and the guys in the comments are acting like Thomas going at cop changes anything. LOL. Like it will matter the next 12 hours. In the next 72 hours. Come on, ladies. I don't know. Well, I don't know what that's about. What's going on in the next 72 hours? Listen, Joshua, for example, let me say this, brother. Let me say this. The moment before Turki El Sheikh bought Ring Magazine, and before Mike Copinger started shilling for them, right? There were several instances where Ring Magazine's credibility as a periodical was under question. When you chose to put Ronda Rousey, an MMA fighter, instead of so many female boxers at the time who were champions and doing well, Ronda Rousey gets the cover of Ring Magazine before Cecilia Brækhus, who had already reigned as undisputed champion 4 years. Ronda Rousey gets the cover. Cecilia Brækhus brought boxing back to Norway, right? Through her efforts, boxing came back to that country, and Ring Magazine didn't cover it. You know, they didn't cover it. The lower divisions, it's not like Ring Magazine was doing a fantastic job. And I'm talking about before Turki El Sheikh. I'm talking about before we got here. There were a lot of times where you could have looked at Ring Magazine and said, what the fuck? When they put Errol Spence Jr. in there, in the pound for pound, for beating a damaged goods Kell Brook, coming off a loss, fractured orbital bone, eye surgery, and the justification was, well, we think he's going to be pound for pound. He doesn't have the resume now. This is literally what they said because I did a video on it. He doesn't have the resume now, but we think that one day he will. And that's why he's in the pound for pound. That is one of several instances I've seen over the years where their credibility was questionable. So to me, nothing changed. Just the owners. Just the owners. That's it. Shout out to Drew. Luke Thomas and them was shilling for Al Heyman and PBC at Showtime and had no pearls to clutch for the Ali Act. Sit this one out, Joshua. Yeah, like this stuff about the Ali Act. I just don't understand how intelligent people can still be arguing this shit when nothing about the act changed. The only amendment they made allowed for the formation of UBOs. But unless you're going to sign to one, nothing fucking changed. That's all true, but Turki said he was going to bring it all back. No bias, just real boxing news. Well, I mean, what boxing news are you being deprived of would be my question, bro. That would be my question. If they're not bringing you real boxing news, what is it that they're not reporting on? What is it that they're doing wrong? Oh, well, I mean, the reason they didn't. Yo, the other thing, Alberto, do you think Hitchens wants that fight, bro? Esa es la cuestión que yo tengo. Para mí, él no estaba enfermo. He wasn't sick, bro. He ducked. There's nothing they could do about that. ¿Entiende? It's not on Ring Magazine. Si ese tipo no quiere pelear con Oscar, there's nothing Ring Magazine could do about that. Y más malo that he has a mandatory now. He always had a mandatory in the queue. So if Hitchens is not fighting Duarte, that doesn't really have nothing to do with Ring Magazine, bro. If ESPN deal is women's fights, it's better than DAZN. I did a video on that for those that didn't catch it. I literally just uploaded it. You could go watch it. I talk all about it. And I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to talk about here what I literally just uploaded in the relay, I tell you this, Ring Magazine was never this active. Thank you. Thank you, Sellor. Thank you. Ring Magazine was not shelling out stories and content and featurettes and coverage of the sport of boxing anywhere near this much when Oscar owned it. Now it's more of a news source than it was before. They're doing interviews, they're doing podcasts, they're doing fight coverage, they're doing featurettes, right? And they're doing their own boxing shows. So I just, to me, to me, it's like, you know what? Boxing fans are just the worst because they're always going to complain. When Ring Magazine was doing barely anything, they didn't really like it. But when they start doing shit, oh, they don't like that either. Drew, I don't have any illusions of journalists changing anything. I'm just laughing at Copinger getting dragged through the mud. Lighten up, Buttercup. And there it is. Oscar was the one who sold it to Turki. So a bit hip. No, but thank you, bro. They're acting like Turki came in and stole it. No, Oscar sold it to him, bro. Oscar, the former champion, the former pound for pound, the boxing promoter, he's the one who sold it to them. It's just like the Zuffa thing. It's really just like the Zuffa thing. For all this stuff about Zuffa, the fighters are the ones choosing to sign to Zuffa. The promoters are the ones choosing to work with Zuffa. The managers, the boxing people are the ones all going over there. So why are we acting like Zuffa did something wrong? Y'all don't have to go over there. Nobody has to work with Zuffa, sign to Zuffa. Nobody got to fuck with them. They choose to. It's to me, it's ridiculous. To me, it's ridiculous, bro. Ugh. Let me ask you a question, Undefeated. Did you trust them before when they gave the cover of the magazine to an MMA fighter? You guys are talking about a hit piece that they did on Frank Warren. Fair enough. But Oscar De La Hoya, when he owned the magazine, had an MMA fighter and Ronda Rousey on it because what? Because people were saying she could beat Floyd Mayweather. Did you trust it then? Give me a fucking break, bro. That's there you go, bro. That's what it is. They just don't, there it is. I don't know that Oscar was gonna sell it, bro. Martin. I don't know that Oscar was trying to sell it. I don't know. Why didn't they buy it? I don't know. If they bought it, would it not have been more of the same? What you guys seem to keep missing, I guess this is the difference between types of people. You guys choose to just look at the bad stuff. I'm looking at Tyson Fury on Netflix. I'm looking at Netflix. I'm looking at Netflix taking more of a role in boxing. I'm looking at Paramount coming back to the sport of boxing and giving me boxing that doesn't cost me anything extra. But all y'all focused on is personalities and shit. Well, I don't like his personality. Well, all right, bro. Okay. You know? Shout out to Drew. Y'all want ethics in a sport funded by criminality, basically. Undefeated. So both are wrong, and Fisheye should sue for defamation. If he can sue for defamation, go ahead. But if you're acknowledging that both are wrong, then what is there to complain about? What is there to complain about? See, you guys are doing this thing where, oh, you can't trust Ring Magazine anymore. You know that Boxing Scene, for example, which is another one of the big boxing periodicals, was owned by CBS and Showtime, PBC's affiliate. I mean, like, this is not new. Like, I don't get how you guys don't see that nothing actually changed, just the characters, but nothing actually changed. And you're ignoring what is changing. Where so many platforms walked away, Paramount came back. That was because of Dana and Turkey. And y'all don't look at that as a good thing. And the only inference I can make is, well, maybe you guys don't look at it as a good thing because you don't pay for shit. Because if you paid for boxing, you would know that that's a good thing. But when you steal every fucking thing, that's going to go over your head. Yeah, that's good. They're bringing boxing to a big platform like Paramount that a lot of people already have, and they're not inundating us with pay-per-views. I would call that a good thing. But you wouldn't because, well, everything's free for you. So the value of it is lost on you. Jules also right to be for real. There's nothing to complain. No, there isn't. There isn't. There are good things happening in the sport right now, and a part of it involves Zuffa boxing. Why? They're forcing the opposition to acclimatize to an environment without pay-per-view. Isn't that what you guys want? You don't like that the zone is doing pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view, right? Well, they're not doing that. And they're creating an environment where you guys are going to have to adapt to this because we're doing fights on Netflix and you don't have to pay $75 to see them. We're doing boxing and it doesn't cost you $30 a month to watch it. A Paramount subscription costs less than a DAZN subscription. And like I said, the only reason I can think of that somebody wouldn't notice that is because they don't pay for anything. See, I'm going to notice it because I pay for all this shit. I pay for all this shit, so I know that, yeah, that's actually fucking great that I get to watch Jai Opataya fight, and it's on a platform that doesn't cost a lot with a lot of subscribers on it. What's the problem? You know what? It is, Jules. Fans are now platform fans and not, yeah, you're right, MW2. You're right. Turkey's not the reason that Wilder versus Chisora is a pay-per-view. Turkey's not doing that fight. Turkey is not the reason that Moses Atalma versus Moses Atalma versus Dillian White was a pay-per-view. Dillian White versus it was Moses Atalma versus White, Fabio Wortley versus Joseph Parker, Fabio Wortley versus Daniel Dubois. That's not on him. This is the shit that I'm talking about. What I really don't what I've always despised about the human race is you guys go off emotion. You don't think logically. You don't. You're seeing the same shit I'm seeing, but for you guys it doesn't process. Oh, it's Turkey's fault that these are all pay-per-views. I see. So when Frank decides to do 3 pay-per-views, that's Turkey's fault. Let's not investigate. Let's not think about this. Let's just go with the feelings. With the fucking feelings. Humans got too many feelings, man. No, he didn't, Sosny. That was a Queensbury Promotions pay-per-view. Chico, crystal cock prediction for the Vergil Golden Boy Promotions fiasco. The vision is hazy, bro. I mean, think about it. Turkey and Frank are no longer doing any business, but you're still arguing while Frank does more pay-per-views. You're still arguing. And Frank and Turkey are not doing business. Frank is suing Turkey. And Frank wants you to pay per view for Wortley versus Dubois. But keep arguing. I don't. Italma versus White didn't take place in Saudi. What the fuck? That was in the UK, bro. Okay, bro, I'll tell you what. You could keep blaming Turkey because the car won't start and the smoke detector needs a new battery, bro. Okay. Meanwhile, Frank is literally doing another pay-per-view without Turkey, no Saudi, but go ahead. Turkey. Okay, fellas. It's Turkey's fault that Frank is doing another pay-per-view. It's also Turkey's fault that the Sauerlands are doing a pay-per-view. You know what Turkey's doing? He got Fury over to Netflix, and it's not a pay-per-view. He's bringing back Canelo in September, and it's not a pay-per-view. But keep complaining. Keep complaining. It's amazing, bro. It's just you can't even imagine, bro, the kind of orgasms that are happening. Last I checked, Garcia Barrios and Stevenson versus Haney were pay-per-views. Shit, I mean Lopez. Yeah, those were. And what direction do you see Turkey leaning towards now? Is he leaning towards the zone or is he leaning towards Zuffa? What direction do you see him leaning towards? At what point is Turkey going to stop overpaying fighters? Shakur went from 3 million to 8 million. Meanwhile, Zuffa is full of bargain bin fighters. I don't know. Sella plans on doing things till 2030. So I can't tell you, oh, well, he about to leave right now. It looked like from now to 2030, they going to do what they be doing. And they be doing that. So did PBC leaning into Amazon not mean he helped crash? So did PBC leaning into Amazon not mean he helped crash Showtime? Not really, because Turkey entered the sport, literally, he entered the sport the year that Showtime had already announced they're leaving boxing. That was 2023. In 2023, late 2023, they announced they're leaving boxing, right? Later on, Turkey comes into it, does I think Fury and Ganu. It's Turkey's fault why my dad never came back with the milk. You gotta blame Turkey, bro. He did that shit. You know? Like I said, I don't really know what it is y'all want, to be honest, because y'all complain, but y'all never what is it that y'all want? I don't really know what the fuck any of these guys want, to be real. Turkey is playing a game that transcends Saudi. Paramount bought a pro US Saudi Israeli alliance proponent. He has much bigger fish to fry. Here come the geopolitics. Turkey is the reason I can't find good porn anymore. Bro, you gotta watch that amateur porn, bro. That's the stuff. Uh, and yo, Antonio Mosley is still going off in the comments. Shout out to Lucius, man. Shout out to Lucius and Zerg. Y'all got more patience than I do. I periodically popped in because I kept getting notifications, and it's literally what I said. You can't make a case for Keith to be in the hall. All you can do is look at somebody that's already there and try to tear them down because you're a fucking loser. The only reason you're arguing for Keith to be in the hall is because he's a Heyman fighter. I remember you. You're a Heymanite. You can't tell me what Keith Thurman did to be in the hall. I can tell you what got Firpo in the hall, because when I looked it up, everything I said, bullet point by bullet point, came up. Cultural significance. He's beloved in his country, dubbed the godfather of Argentinian boxing. They erected a statue in his honor. And you're fucking playing this game in the comments because you're fucking retarded. He literally asked for facts from me. I responded with a periodical and he said nothing. Yeah, I looked it up, bro. I literally looked it up, like, and everything that I said before I looked it up, everything that I said came up, that He set an attendance record. He was in a fight of the year. He was in a fight that was nominated fight of the year. Cultural significance. He popularized the sport in his region. Like, yeah, obviously, bro. He's there because of fame. I thought, and it's like, yo, it's just the shit is there's people like that Antonio guy that like, yo, something for real, something is wrong with you. There's with your brain, yeah, something's wrong with you, dog. I could tell that when I spoke to yo ass. Like, yeah, this guy, something ain't right with this dude. Bro, Keith fought 2 champions. And he only beat one. He really beat one champion, Danny Garcia. That's it. What other champion did he beat? Who else he won a belt from? And you know why I kicked him off? The fuck, like I don't got time for stupid shit. He brought up Sean Porter. Sean didn't have no belt when they fought. What the fuck are you talking about? Sean wasn't no champion in 2015 when they fought. What's wrong with you, dog? Keep that little kid shit in your mama basement, bro. A lot of people don't know shit about boxing. Hall of Fame is when someone does something historical. Exactly. Diego that shit don't count, brother. The Reggie don't count, bro. Motherfucker really sat there. He fought Sean Porter. What's wrong with you, dog? And then I said Sean didn't have a belt when it doesn't matter. All right, bro. If we're gonna get to the it don't matter part of the conversation, you don't fucking matter. Go ahead, make a channel and start off with Keith Thurman is Hall of Fame and see how many people laugh at your dumb ass. Fucking retard.
What's up, Jules? What's up, fellas?
What it do, fellas?
What's up, y'all? Hey, so I'm late. What happened with Copinger, bro?
What's going on, guys?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
No.
I hear you.
Yo,
Undefeated? The
Can
shit
you
is
hear
that
him,
people
Jules?
don't want to debate. No, I can't hear you,
shit.
country.
No, I was asking if
I'm
you heard
just-
undefeated.
Shut the fuck up. The shit is people don't want to debate, man. They get up here and what they're gonna do, you know what they do? They filibuster. They don't debate. Debate is if me and Undefeated are having a debate, I have to listen to Undefeated and I have to address what he asks me. Otherwise, it's not a debate. A debate is not me monologuing for 5 minutes and not giving you a chance to interject or asking 10 and 20 questions. You're not going to be able to answer all of them if I keep asking all these different questions. A part of a civilized parliamentary debate is we have to listen to each other, where a lot of these guys really just want to listen to themselves.
Yup.
Shout out to motherfucking Sasny. Why isn't Usyk's fight on Paramount and not pay-per-view? Good question. Good question, bro.
My bad. You have to park my shit.
Bro, I don't want to hear about your fucking life story, bro.
Fuck you, real talk.
Fuck you, nigga.
Motherfucker telling me,
What the fuck,
man,
bro?
oh man, the tires
Bro,
are
who
bald.
pissed in your
what the fuck do you-
cornflakes?
The fuck do you? Antonio Mosley pissed in my cornflakes with this
that's
fucking Fearpo shit, bro.
Oh shit, I gotta change the filter. on
Listen
the
here,
engine.
woman. Don't you take your anger out on me.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, the transmission. But what the fuck do you want me to do, bro?
It's leaking oil.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Like,
y'all,
the
bro.
fuck-
Fuck y'all up, bro. I swear, don't let me fucking meet y'all. I'm gonna choke y'all out.
I'm gonna say that you know why he chose Firpo? I think he chose him because he's Latin American.
I was
and he's
just
trying
about to
to-
say.
I really think he did because it's sort of a way of belittling his contribution to the sport when it's not really a small thing that he popularized boxing in Argentina. That's not a small thing. Or that he fought in front of 80,000 people and beat Jess Willard. That's not a small thing. One fight of the year contender. Not a small thing. That they erected a statue of the man in the capital of Argentina. None of these are small things, but you want them to be small because he's Latin American. Like,
The
oh, well,
question,
I mean,
Go
he's
ahead.
ignoring what the Hall of Fame is.
like you said something big, right? The one question from yesterday: what did Keith Thurman do?
And 2 days later, he still can't tell you. 2 days later.
Nothing.
Because what he is a black supremacist. I'm going to say that. I'm not a supremacist
Type
of any
shit.
kind. I'm not a supremacist of any kind.
You're
by
an
the way.
alien supremacist, bro.
I'm a
I
born supremacist.
feel, yeah, I'm a born supremacy. I don't believe that I don't believe that any of these disgusting humans are any better than any other of these disgusting humans. I think you're all the same. You all do the same shit. So nobody's better than anybody. And that is my frame of reference for everything. Whereas you're telling me that Keith Thurman is better. What you're trying to argue, see, I don't want to make the argument for you because I think that's what you're waiting for. What you're trying to say is that if Firpo is in there, then why can't Keith Thurman be in there, right? That's what you're really saying. That's why you brought him up. Well, Firpo is more popular among the Argentines than Keith was ever with the Americans. This isn't hard, but you view him as more because of the obvious. Oh, because he's American and you're American, right? Because he's black and you're black. Yeah. It's always the same fucking.
Oh, he got a white mother. Let's not forget that, bro.
Yeah, but he's not going to count that. He's not going to count that. Do they do that with Andre Ward? Right. Like if I said, well, Andre's as much white as he is black, right? I mean, the boxing part of him. Look at his arms. He's white.
No,
how do I know?
Because he's from Oakland.
Listen, his arms are short. That means he's white. Look at Andre. Look at Andre. He's 6'1", arms like this. Right?
That's fucking funny, fool.
Look, go look. Don't go look.
No, nigga, because all I can think of, I can see the picture of him, bro, with his arms like a fucking praying mantis.
He's got little fucking arms.
But
go ahead. You know what I mean? George said, I can see Spence. I agree with you, but not on the first ballot. But I could see Errol getting in. Barely. It's a tough class, bro. The crop of fighters that came up in this era that is now ending is Chocolatito, it's Usyk, it's Terrence, it's Gallo. It's like
Danny Garcia.
You can't forget about Danny, bro. Come on. Is it even the Hall of Fame without him, bro?
Bro, no, like when you put that into perspective that Keith only ever beat Danny Garcia, Jesus Christ, bro.
That's all my dude, if you really look at the most noteworthy thing that Keith ever did, it's beat Danny Garcia. Other than that, okay. What else did he do?
He beat Barrios.
He got knocked the fuck out by fucking Manny Pacquiao.
He beat Barrios.
What the fuck?
That says something, right? I mean, isn't Barrios a champion?
Oh, he beat Barrios, right? But let me call my mother real quick.
Mom! He beat Barrios.
Mom!
And then after that fight,
Barrios
went on to be a champion, you guys. Barrios went on to be a world champion.
Fucking Donnie.
I hate that shit about fucking Haymanites, bro, because they like to take all these guys that fucking Tank fought that didn't do shit with their careers before. Oh, but they all circle jerked each other afterwards and passed around the same fucking belt.
Exactly. These fucking bums, because that's what they look. Paulie kind of gets on my nerves, right? But I respect his honesty because he's the only one in the media saying what we're all thinking. Mario sucks. He's a bum.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
he's a biased hater, bro.
He's a bum.
He's a hater.
Wait, shout out to Ike. Why does Undefeated have his girlfriend as his profile picture? Let's put her on the screen. Fucking gorgeous girl over here. Look at this broad, right?
You know why? Because he loves them some Puerto Ricans. And
like a Puerto Rican in this hair. A Puerto Rican. Yo, where's Herb, bro? I ain't seen Herb in a minute, man. Where the fuck is Herb, bro?
You want to dance salsa with me?
You know what I'm saying? Who seen the ass clap? Who seen the ass clap?
Oh yeah.
Bro, he's still doing those?
Is he really still doing those?
Why do you want to leave? I'm just looking out for my fighter.
We can still
lying,
Vergil.
You know what?
Vergil
You
Ortiz,
cost a lot of money.
He's not gonna go anywhere.
Hey, wanna see my asshole?
You guys gotta respect him on this one though, because he came with some receipts this time instead of
He did
He
though.
sure
He
did.
actually
He
did.
did.
He actually
Okay.
did.
I
Like,
Wait,
not for nothing.
What happened? Did
He made
Vergil try to
Vergil look
leave
bad
and-
though.
Yeah, he body bagged him.
Vergil is still trying to leave. He's still trying to leave, right?
Wait, what happened? What? Just give me the run, like the quick.
Well, you got to stop interrupting for me to do that.
Shut up, Don.
Fuck you, Don.
Hey, the fuck you,
Yeah, man,
country!
shut the
God
hell
damn
up.
it!
Yo, listen.
I was trying to dogpile. Fuck that shit.
Listen,
fuck you,
shit
country.
happens fast, bro. Shit happens fast, bro.
No, it's your
Okay,
turn.
so here's what it is.
Honest
Honest to God, Don. It looks like in November, because in November, Vergil was singing Oscar's praises. He literally was. Oscar showed the video. It looks like in November, Vergil was happy with his current arrangement. And some point in between November and now, somebody went in his ear, tried to give him a better deal. That somebody is Eddie Hearn, right? So now he's trying to get out of the Golden Boy deal on the premise that in the contract it says, if Golden Boy doesn't have a broadcaster, we get to leave, right? Oscar's argument is, we're still talking with DAZN. We're ironing out a new deal. You can't leave. And that's where they're at. They're at an impasse. Vergil is saying, I can leave because you don't have a new deal. Oscar is saying, no, you can't leave. And the judge just ruled, right? At least momentarily. The judge just ruled in Oscar's favor. So now what Vergil wants to do is go into arbitration. And that's where they're at. And like Oscar said, which is true, you could be there for years, Brody. You could be there for years waiting to get out of this fucking contract.
Somebody on X said, "Yo, is Vergil gonna be the next Mikey Garcia?" And somebody responded, "Mikey had belts, bro."
Damn.
Yo,
damn.
At least
Yo,
Mikey was champion.
Listen,
Dude,
Mikey was
Mikey
already
Garcia
a two-weight
pound for pound list.
Mikey was already a two-weight world champion when that shit
He was on
happened,
a pound
bro.
for pound list for a while.
Shout out to
And not for nothing. And I'm always gonna say this. I know that a lot of people really I mostly like Mikey's career. If you want to judge me, then you do what the fuck you want to do. But that kid fought 5 champions across 4 weight classes, and it took a fucking welterweight to beat him. A welter, and he didn't even get knocked out. Mikey fucking Garcia.
Only because he didn't want to fight Loma.
You know, him and Loma would have been a great fight.
Listen, bro. Listen. All right? Don't talk no shit, country. Don't talk no fucking shit.
Shut up, country.
Fuck you.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, country. Shut the fuck up.
And you too, Ignacio.
You leave country alone.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn it, country.
I asked
Let
one
me
day.
just say.
Keep that pie hole shut, country.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this in all seriousness. While skill wise, I've always wondered about that fight. I'm being honest, fellas. It's not even for show. I've always wondered about Garcia versus Loma. I don't know that Loma would have won. I don't know. I literally don't know. Yes, Loma has more bells and whistles. He's very dynamic, fast on his feet. He exceeds Mikey in a lot of areas. But Mikey at 135 was a strong son of a bitch. Yes, he was.
I mean, his bread and butter was the 1-2. Mikey Garcia never really beat.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mikey had a fantastic. Mikey had an up jab. He had an up jab. Up.
It's still a 1-2.
Up jab.
You know what pissed me off around that time was that Golovkin was calling out Canelo, you know, give me my belt. And Mikey in an interview, he said Canelo needs to fight Golovkin. And they asked him, what about you and Loma? He said, when that time comes, I'm gonna fight Loma. The motherfucker never came, bro.
It never came. Shout out
a lot
to
of holes around here.
Right, they don't want to come. Antonio Margarito, a pro-black fight fan with a Spanish name, cannot make a case for Thurman being Hall of Fame worthy without bringing up a fighter's name. That alone makes his knowledge questionable because there's no case for Keith Thurman to be in the Hall of Fame. You only get in for two things: merit, which is accolades, or fame. Keith doesn't have either. There's no case, bro. Shout out to motherfucking George. Little Charlo is, yes, I would agree with that. Jermel Charlo has a stronger case than a lot of PBC guys because, to my knowledge, he's the only undisputed champion the junior middleweight would have ever seen in the 4-belt era. He was the first, and so far, he's the only one.
And you know what? I give it to him for having a loss and coming back and beating the guy that beat him.
I agree. That was why I respected Charlo. That Charlo specifically.
Yeah. Yesterday, when you took a smoke break, I asked the panel, like, we're not fans of Rick Merrigan in this channel or Oscar De La Hoya. Who's the less evil in here, Rick or Oscar?
You want my honest opinion? You want my honest opinion? I'll tell you. It's Oscar's the lesser of two evils. Oscar's not wrong. No, de verdad. The only reason that Rick Merrigan is doing this, before I go eat this piece of chicken, is because he wants more money. See, if you take Eddie's deal, Rick gets more money. That's what it's about. You see that it's established, undefeated. Yep. Vergil's contract, technically, it didn't end. They're trying to find a loophole to get out of it, but the contract itself didn't end. It is ongoing. That's why you're still here. If it ended, you'd be able to go like Munguia did and other fighters. The contract didn't end. It's that Rick wants more money. Why do you really think Rick is doing this? Because he cares about Vergil? Because he wants it? Because he wants Vergil to make the most money? No, you want the contract that gets you more money. That's the only reason you're doing this. It's the only reason. Now, we have our criticisms. About how Golden Boy has handled Vergil's career. But if you're honestly looking for, okay, who's really in the wrong here? Who's fucking up? What's the problem? It's Rick Merrigan. It is. It's Rick Merrigan. Drew knows that. When the fuck has Rick ever really made good decisions for his fight?
Yeah. When has fucking Peanut Ricky ever done something with a fighter? Like,
I gotta say, Rick is just doing his job, because isn't his job?
No. He's doing his job. No. Wait a
minute. There you go. No, you were about to say it, Drew. It's not his job to break a contract, undefeated. The contract is not ended. They're looking for a loophole, a technicality to get out of a contract that is still ongoing. Look, if you don't blame them, that's fine. You know, if you're looking for the better deal, Brody, we're all looking for the better fucking deal at the end of the day. We all are. But I'm just saying, what's creating this problem? It's Rick Merrigan.
I'll tell you what it is. Undefeated, you're just biased because Eddie Hearn looked into Rick Merrigan's eyes. He invited him over to the hotel room for some wine, told Ricky, baby, I'll take care of you if you get Vergil out of this contract.
Bro, you're gay.
And that's what's basically, keep it real. That's what happened, right?
I don't know. I'm not even a fan of Rick.
But what I'm saying is Rick fell in love with what Eddie was selling him, you know?
Yeah, probably. He liked the number. He liked
exactly.
the number.
And why are we not calling Eddie Hearn out for trying to do the scumbag shit behind the scenes too?
But didn't he do that scumbag shit with Canelo as well?
No, Canelo. Here's how Canelo got out. Canelo found out that Oscar leveraged his contract with Golden Boy, Canelo's with DAZN, and he made it seem. And when Canelo looked like, oh, my contract with you, Oscar, says you don't get to tell me who to fight, but you signing with DAZN saying they get to tell me who to fight. Fuck both you guys. I'm suing you guys. Totally different. That was Oscar trying to fuck Canelo.
Yeah,
but they're all trying to fuck each other.
I just like, bro, if you know,
like an orgy.
If you know Vergil's like the only star you got left besides Ryan, why would you publicly humiliate him and his father? And he wants to leave you, bro. Like,
because it's Oscar, Papi. You know he fucking did a fucking 8-ball before doing that clapback. He got ready.
Bro, that just doesn't make sense at all.
He did it with Ryan too. I mean, there was a whole back and forth.
And you don't think that clapback is going into the arbitration? They're going to show that. Look, this is how he handles it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
I mean, it could be defamation and all that shit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could happen in court, and also it could turn in Vergil's favor if he gets a good lawyer. He could make the case that there is no official contract with any distributor or network or anything. He's Golden Boy's really in limbo right now.
Yeah.
So we don't know that. We don't know who they have. I mean,
all right, let me read this super chat. Georgia Last Dragonborn says, "Who's better, undefeated, Tia Mowry or Tamara Mowry?"
Both. I gotta try both. See which is better. I gotta try them both.
Little Charlo is a first ballot Hall of Famer, even if he's a clown. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't know about first ballot. First ballot is guys like Miguel Cotto.
There you go.
I would say the argument for that is pretty good because, like I said, he beat a guy that beat him, and then he beat a guy that people thought beat him, and then he knocked him out. So he fought the Argentinian guy. What's his name? Castellano.
But first ballot guys are like Pacquiao though, and
yeah, I know that
Marquez and Barrera.
There's slim pickings in this era. Then you wouldn't really have anybody. I mean, but think about what he did in the 57. 54.
But if
like Jules said, he's the first undisputed at 54. He beat a guy that beat him, and he beat a guy that everyone thought beat him in the first fight by knocking him out.
It depends on who's the ballot with him, though. If there's other guys more deserving, like he's not going to get in first ballot.
I mean, I would say.
Well, mind you, he's in an era with Usyk, Canelo, Inoue, Crawford. All these great guys. I don't think he's first ballot whatsoever.
And if the last taste in his mouth of him is fucking the Canelo fight,
that's true. I mean, he just moved up for that, so I don't know. I would say just what he did at 54 was, kind of.
It's historic. It's not. Is it memorable though?
It's hard to say right now because a lot of stuff is flying under the radar. I mean, Inoue's entire career has been flying under the radar.
Like Undefeated's bulge and his gym picks on Twitter flying under the radar.
Nah, that was real talk.
Real talk. Sorry.
Of the deserving. Speaking of,
y'all like that? Y'all like that? Yeah,
I saw the little print. I saw the little gray sweatpants. He fucking
what
the fuck?
Nah, it's just balls. It's just balls. Y'all don't
it's all balls, no meat.
We're getting bountied right now.
I got a little smoky.
We're getting bountied.
Meatballs.
We're getting bounties. Is Claus in the fucking chat?
He's gonna get the fuck out of us.
He'll be lurking.
That nigga Mr. Cheap, he just lurking, waiting for niggas.
I'm waiting for Jules to come out because I want to ask him that.
Yeah, but
what kind of chickens eat that fucking chicken too after the gym, man?
With Oscar's clapback, he came with receipts this time though, and he clowned Vergil's seat.
Yeah, but see, it's so fucking it's so counterproductive of Oscar to do that. It's like it's no wonder your fighters don't want to fucking work with you, Oscar.
It's kind of like if your girl catches you cheating and she's about to leave you, and you hit her with your coochie stinks, and it's like, well, she's not gonna stay now, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The way Oscar put that down, bro, it was really good. It was well put together. So I hope they use that in court.
Yeah, Oscar boy.
Johnny Blaze says it always gets real homosexual when Drew hops on.
Johnny Blaze, just because your masculinity's fragile and you can't have gay jokes with the homies,
no. That's objectively factual.
Yeah, that is factual.
Homosexual defines you liking men. It's not making gay jokes.
Yeah, we all agree. Okay. You like men. You came out already, bro. I clipped it.
They couldn't afford me to come out.
That's one of my favorite clips, though, bro. Did you just come out?
So, what we got this weekend? We got.
I mean, Jai. You know when it's handsome Puerto Rican fighters, I lose my control.
As far as boxing, I don't think we got shit this weekend, right?
We got
Jai Batai.
Jai, that's it.
Oh yeah, right. That's my fault. Yeah,
Sunday.
We got Jai. Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
And the fucking clock goes forward on Sunday. Fuck.
Word?
That's
good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good. Well,
nah, you know what? I don't mind that because when I get up, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My headlights are fucked up. So when I get up early for work, it's a little dark. I'll be nervous than a bitch.
What kind of Mexican are you, bro? Go fix that shit.
Bro, I'm a fucking cheap one, nigga. It's a work truck. What the fuck I look like fixing it right now?
Oh shit! Hey,
It's a fucking work.
I get to work and I go home and I go to work, gym, home. That's it. I go 3 places all week.
Hey guys, check this out. One, there's a card on right now on DAZN. Butler versus Hisseni.
Word?
Friday, yeah. Friday is Cabrera versus Zapata, and then Saturday, which is my birthday, is Rozicki and Malato at 5 Pacific Standard Time. And
I hope you get some pussy on your birthday.
Okay, let me pay the bills, fellas. George said Little Charlo is first ballot, even if he's a clown. I don't know about first ballot, but
no, we already discussed it's not.
There's definitely an argument. George said, "Who's better, Tia Mari or something?" I don't like either of them, to be honest. I never found them attractive. Mutter said, "I will never let the world forget how the magician ducked Regis Prograis over 5%. Rick is only good for making fights to absolutely. And the real wisdom of this move is in how it ends. If it comes out that Vergil becomes a free agent and he's able to leave, then okay, it was a good move. But if the only thing that comes out of it is you miss a bunch of months and end up having to go back to Golden Boy anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Jules.
Now, like, I want to ask you.
Hey, Jules, there's a card on DAZN right now. Butler versus Hisseni.
Oh, the Canada card. Let me go to that shit.
Like, I was going to ask you, Jules, like, what did Eddie Hearn tell fucking Merrigan to go on this crusade? Did he whisper into him? Did he sing to him? He convinced him to fucking go down his path, right?
He offered him more money. He offered him between $15 and $20 million. That's what he told him. You come with Matchroom, we'll pay you more, and we'll make the Boots fight. That's what he told him.
There's 2 cards Saturday, and then the Opataya fight on Sunday.
Right. But that's what he told him, Drew. Bro, Drew, it's always money, bro. If Rick Merrigan was motivated to do this, the short answer is money. Vergil's not making a lot of money at Golden Boy based on his existing minimum. Remember that. Whatever he got in Saudi is what Turkey paid him. You know what I mean? Whatever he got for, what was it, Boachuk or whatever? Right? Whatever he got for that is what he got for that. But his contract minimum is likely something very modest. So if Matchroom is now offering you more money, hey, come with us, we'll pay you more. Of course he's going to want to do it. Of course.
That's
the
why
real wisdom of the move. The real wisdom of the move, far past the country. The real wisdom of the move is whether or not it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, and the only thing that came out of it is you missed a bunch of months and you didn't fight, right? Then it was fucking stupid. Go ahead, country.
I want to interrupt, country.
That's what I don't understand about Oscar though, is that like if he ain't got that much money to pay like his fighters, why is he so, oh, I'll take care of you and we'll do this and that, and he makes it sound
because that doesn't mean that he wasn't taking care of Vergil. What you can't lose sight of here, country, is that the fighters are always going to want more money, even if they're not good for it. Now, what Eddie's offering you, maybe you're not good. It's just ask yourself a question: is Vergil Ortiz a $15 to $20 million fighter? I would say no.
Nope.
I would say no. You're not.
Even with the Boots fight, is he worth $15 million? That's not
Drew, I don't think so. No. That's, you know what I've been saying, bro. That's not a big fight. What is that gonna, you go ahead, do it tomorrow. Put it on pay-per-view. What is it gonna do?
200, 150.
If that, everybody knows how to steal shit now. So I don't think like Canelo justifies, I'm sick of bringing this guy up, but he justifies it because there's a baseline. You know that with Canelo, you're going to generate at least X. You're going to generate, right? With Vergil, you're not a pay-per-view fighter. Boots, you're not a pay-per-view fighter. Oh, congratulations. You did 10,000 in Philly.
Who brings up Canelo more, Jules or David Benavidez?
Right?
I think David at this point, man.
That was a good one. That was a good one. But I'm just saying that proven draws like Anthony. All right. Anthony Joshua. All right. Another proven draw that provides a baseline for a fight that ensures that you will at minimum make your money back and then
get some pussy.
Get some pussy. Bitches is gonna watch the fight. Right. Whereas with Vergil, like it's nauseating to me to watch them go through all of this over the Boots fight, that all these fucking bums and geeks and losers online, you know they're gonna steal it anyway, right? They're not gonna pay for this shit, bro. 150 to 200,000, bro. That's what it's gonna do. You're doing all that for that. Get the
I'm
fuck
on,
out of here, bro.
I'm on crack streams right now looking for the fight.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's on the
Th- th- th-
zone.
Milligan
To
was
me,
just counting his 30% of that 15 million.
But that's exactly what it was, Drew. That Eddie went in his ear and he told him, if you come with us, not only will we do the boots fight, but we'll give you a higher contract minimum. And them knowing, see, Eddie would have known. This is how I see it happening, Drew. Eddie would have known that Golden Boy's deal is about to be up because they struck their deal at the same time. Remember, they struck their deal at the same time as Golden Boy, so they knew we're up for a new deal, and so are they. We can use that to get Vergil to come to us, because if I'm pretty sure Rick showed him the contract, because that's a part of Oscar's countersuit.
That's how dumb Rick is.
Rick Merrigan showed them. Rick Merrigan showed them, if they're without a broadcast deal, that creates a loophole that we might be able to climb through. He would have shown this to Eddie. Eddie says, hey, listen, if you come with us, we'll give you 15 to 30 million, 15 to 20 million. And of course he's going to want that, because 30% of that is more than you're getting at Golden Boy. So it's not hard to see how they got there. It's just that it's not about, I want to do what's best for the fighter. I want to get the fight. No. You want to get yourself that stuff. That's all it is. That's all it ever is, bro. That's it. That's all it ever is. So
there's a difference between fucking managers like Connolly and Merrigan and Robert Garcia, who just wants his guys working.
Yeah, because Robert was a fighter, so he's always going to have that sympathy that they just don't have. Whereas Connolly and Merrigan are always looking for the better deal. There's a fundamental argument in there that there's nothing wrong with Connolly and Merrigan doing that, because that's what they're supposed to do. But there is a question of, are you doing it the right way? Because a lot of your guys are ending up fucked up. Edgar Berlanga, he's fucked up. Hitchens, he's fucked up. Right? Vergil, he's fucked up. All right. Jose Ramirez was fucked up for a bit. So if what you're doing is resulting in your client being fucked up, yeah, maybe you're doing what you're supposed to do, just not in a good way. Shout out to George. Maori twins, Olsen twins, or Bailey sisters. That's not even fucking close, bro. Throw the other two bitches in the incinerator.
Easy.
Bro, who the fuck wants to fuck the Olsen twins?
Elizabeth, though, their sister.
Of course.
Kid Rock, bro, wants to fuck him.
Bro, those bitches are gross, bro.
Yeah, they look bad, man.
They look bad, bro. Like, them bitches is gross.
Arby's
bro. Like,
vagina, Arby's vulva, huh?
That's the kind of bitches that Michael pulls in them Canadian clubs, bro.
they look
Canada,
Canada.
Canada. You have an orgasm, eh?
They both look emaciated as fuck,
but
bro. Like they starving or something.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with them bitches, man?
You wanted to wipe Jasmine Crockett's tears. I know it, Jules. You felt bad. She's sad.
She got a fat ass, bro. Like, I'm a guy, bro.
I don't care about.
I don't give a fuck about her politics, dog. Like, who
and
fucking
Kamala.
cares?
I'll fuck the dog.
Honestly, yeah. Like, she got that good old that Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So, and she gets drunk a lot. So she gets drunk a lot. So you already know. Like, you get drunk a lot. Like, you be drinking all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And that's really what it is. Drew, I don't know how it's gonna work out. To be honest with you, I don't know. It was looking like Vergil might have been able to get away. But remember what I said. With Gregory M. Smith, Canelo was able to wrap up his situation in 2 months. My initial forecast, the first prediction I had, was that Vergil will be out of that contract by September. That's what I said weeks ago. That could still happen. I don't know. Could still happen. We'll see.
Hey, who was the fighter that Eddie signed? He took from Zuffa, Tom
Aspinall.
Yeah,
but he didn't really take him, country. Tom, I believe, still has 3 fights under his UFC contract. So
okay.
this is sort of an advisory deal. What is important is months ago, before Tom Aspinall's last fight, him and his dad said they want to come to boxing. They want to leave UFC and MMA to try their hand at boxing. So that is a distinct possibility. Now, I don't know, but I believe that Tom has 3 more fights left in his UFC deal. The sooner that deal ends, the better off he is, because in Liverpool, yeah, he will. So he's a Liverpudlian, for those that don't know, like Callum Smith, Natasha Jonas, yada, yada, yada. He's a Liverpudlian. So if you can get him to box and you match him right, absolutely you could turn him into a moneymaker. Absolutely. And he'll start making a lot more money than he's been making at the UFC.
And what I was told is like one of Eddie's plans of attack, like, okay, we can open up as a agency too, that arm that he's introducing, and let me just start signing UFC fighters so I have to stick it in Dana's craw as their manager.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that. Is it the same thing though, Drew? I'll say this, because that's how people are looking at it. Is it an even exchange? I would say that Eddie is better off doing what he's doing than what Dana and Turki are doing, because look at what it's costing you. 15 million for Conor Benn. I said that's not really a good move, bro. I said, and I stand by, like, that's not really a good move. If this is what it takes to bring this guy over here, it's only really possible because Turkey's paying an insane amount of money for that guy. He's not actually worth it.
And then tweet, he's not. And then tweeting, I'll give me a hug, Eddie. Come sit on my lap.
Yeah, but I mean, Eddie got to tighten the fuck up with him too, though. Like, you got to stop, because I feel like Eddie's a little bit scared of him, in the sense that how much money he has. You know that he can offer your fighters an insane amount of money and put you in a compromising position, because you don't want to be the one that blocks them from getting that money due to your rift with Turkey. So you don't want there to be a rift. You're going to act like it's all cookie crunchy. At any given moment, Eddie could come in, yo, fucking Callum Smith, we got $30 million for you to box a ham sandwich in a sand dune. And what are you going to do? You're going to tell him no? Then you're the bad guy. So it's like he's got to play this a certain way. Shout out to Virtuoso. Eddie is about to start Snatch Room. Snatch Room. That's not bad. Spock said the UFC did Tom dirty with the John Jones fight that never materialized, and yeah, they did him dirty, bro. They kind of failed him, to be honest.
I like this MVP move because if you heard, ESPN's moving to like highlight women's sports on Sundays. So we're gonna get a lot of women's boxing on Sundays. Those are gonna be like the main dates, because they're getting rid of baseball tonight on Sundays on ESPN. They want to focus more on women's sports on Sundays.
That's crazy.
I'll take that. A Sunday, if I could get some Sunday night fights, I'll take that. And I think that could be their way. That could be their way of competing with Zuffa, because right now, Zuffa's doing all their shows on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. And I'll just say this, that look, while it is women's boxing, if you're thinking about brand power, MVP right now at this moment, they have more brand power than Zuffa. They're definitely more established and further along than Zuffa. They are. More people know. No. Listen, more people know Alicia Baumgartner than Radovanje Kalajdzic.
Yeah, Zuffa's biggest star is Dana.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think you're too hard on Zuffa, bro. You're too hard on Zuffa. They're okay, bro. Okay. Well, let's say, hold on.
1 week he says literally this same guy, this same undefeated. I think Zuffa's gonna take over, bro. I'm a handsome young Puerto Rican. The next week, the next week, I don't know about the Zuffa shit, bro. I'm a handsome young Puerto Rican. Now it's this. Now I'm too hard. I think you're too hard on Zuffa, bro. I'm a handsome young Puerto Rican. Come on, bro.
Nah,
pick a side, bro.
Okay, I don't know what the news was. MVP signed with ESPN.
Yeah, they signed a deal where they're gonna do a certain number of fights. Yeah.
Okay, let's say you are the CEO of ESPN, right? We're the ones that sign off on. We're in a meeting with Jake Paul. Jake, what do you have for us as far as the MVP? Who's your stars, bro? Who is it? Is it about to retire Amanda?
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I feel you. One thing you have to give to MVP though. See, when Floyd Schofield fights Lucas Body, I believe MVP is gonna do that, bro, for the WBA title. You see what I mean? And what the strength that MVP has had that doesn't often get talked about, because people only focus on the stuff they're doing for the women, is they borrow fighters a lot. Remember, Zerto went over there. Floyd Schofield already went over there. Before the Gervonta Davis fight got canceled, they were going to have Gary Antoine Russell on the undercard. You see what I mean? So their strength isn't just, oh, well, we've got a bunch of girls. It's that they do seem to have decent working relationships with other promotional outfits that are willing to outsource their fighters to them. So it's not just the girl stuff. They also got that. This is the weirdest shit. There are 2 standout amateur American fighters signed to both MVP and Matchroom, and they both have practically the same name. I thought they were the same guy, Amari Jones and Omari Jones. I shit you not. Yeah.
Last time you were like, yeah, he's signed to Golden Boy, and I was like, wait, I thought he was with Eddie, the Olympian.
One of their names starts with an A, and another one of their names starts with a fucking O. It's the gayest shit ever, bro.
Kind of like Jermel and Jamal Charlo.
Gayest shit ever, bro. Gayest shit ever. But yeah, and you got to think about it that for a Sunday, like I said, it may seem funny to a lot of people, but yes, some of those girls have more brand power than I'm telling you right now. Just Alicia Baumgartner, right, has more brand power, more familiarity with an audience, let's say, than any of these guys. Who the fuck are these people, bro? Who are they? Who the fuck is Maxime Vaz? Who is that? Who is Jacor Ramos? Who the fuck is that? Devin Gigante. Who the fuck is that? Troy Nash. Who? Ryan Main. You see what I mean? That I think if there is a boxing match, if there are 2 boxing cards on, and they're on a Sunday, and they're happening at the same time, and one of them is Alicia Baumgartner headlining, right? And the other one is Zuffa and is Sergey Boachuk, I think the Alicia Baumgartner's fight is going to get more attention. I honestly do. I think it would. So that's the strength they have. They've been in it a little bit longer. They have a little bit more established brand power, but the thing is that, you know what, that could change in the next few months, depending on who else Zuffa signs. But if what you've got, and I've enjoyed the Zuffa cards, but if what you've got is Charles Martin and F.A. Ajagba in a headline event, hey, bro, you're gonna need more than that. You are, though. Like you're gonna need Andy Ruiz. Yeah, because at least people know him. Boxing fans are like that. That at least they know him. So if he's fighting, okay, Andy está peleando, fine. But if it's gonna be, they said that they're gonna have Radavalle Kalajic boxing some fucking guy for the Zuffa light heavyweight title. Radavalle Kalajic in a title fight. Yeah, that's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. Why? Because this is a guy who got beat by Marcus Brown, got beat by David Morrell, got beat by Artur Beterbiev. But in your banner, he's good enough to fight for a title? That already hurts your brand.
They're also in the beginning, bro. And they're not starting a promotional company. They're starting a league.
I hear you. But a lot of people, if people see Radavalle with a belt, that doesn't help the league or the brand or whatever you want to call it, bro. Like, well, this guy would never win a title in regular boxing. He wouldn't.
If we're being honest, both MVP and Zuffa, they need stars. They need an attraction to make them be like, oh shit, like look what they got over there, because they both of them really don't got shit. If we're being honest.
I feel like what Zuffa needs that I would absolutely interpret it as a game changer is you need a relationship with Pepe Gomez. You need a relationship with Fernando Beltran. You need a relationship with somebody south of the border who can funnel Mexican fighters to you, because people will watch that. They will. They'll watch that. But I don't think they have that, bro. I don't think they have that.
You mean Robert Garcia?
Well, Robert's funneling kids to, Robert is funneling kids over to Zuffa, ¿verdad? Pero those are the kids que no tienen una situación. Remember what he said? He has a lot of kids in the gym that didn't have a fight date and didn't have anything going on. Well, why not? Because that's the B tier. Keep it real. Yeah. The good fighters in your gym, the ones that, esto, lo otro, they got fight dates, bro. They got contracts. Bam has a contract. Jose has a fight coming up. The guys in the Robert Garcia gym they're good fighters or whatever. Those guys are cool. The guys you're sending over to Zuffa were the guys that the other promoters didn't want. Just keep it real.
I think speaking of Bam, he's not gonna fight for Undisputed, is he?
What Eddie said, this is what Eddie said. Él lo va a llevar para el 118 to fight the WBO guy. Después, he might drop down to fight the winner of Willabaldo versus Maloney. That's what he said. He'll go up, then he'll go
Jules,
down.
real quick on that fight, I don't know if you saw, they had a purse bid and
saw Camino
fucking
won.
yeah. And according to the article, Garcia gets 85% of the money. So that means Maloney ain't getting shit. So I don't know if that fight happens.
What kind of purse bid is that, bro?
I have no idea, but I calculated it out, Jules. Maloney would only get 48,000 for the title shot.
Yo, dog, that's less than a cashier at McDonald's. Bro.
Exactly. You really think he's gonna take that fucking title fight for 48 grand?
Yo, what kind of purse bid is that, bro? Like, damn, y'all can't even get a dude 25%?
Nope.
Yowza. I mean, Maloney is being an idiot. I honestly think this guy's retarded. Just tell Eddie, yo, dog, like, for example, you go to Eddie, yo, listen, I'll step aside for your boy, but you got to throw me at least $50,000, $75,000. I'll step aside. That's nothing for you, bro. You spend that shit on suits. Throw me $75,000 to sit in my house, and I'll sit in my house. It's not complicated. You want your boy Bam to fight for that belt? Hey, I want him to fight for it too, bro. I want to see Bam do good.
80,000, I would cheer for him too.
Or what Maloney could do is say, "Hey, I'll step aside, but give me a tune-up for some money, and then let me fight fucking Bam once he wins that fight."
No. I want to be fresh and fit and ready to shit. Okay, so you pay me $75,000. No, you pay me $80,000 to sit at home binge watching Walking Dead and jerking off in between seasons. $80,000. I come back. Bam is moving up. He's undisputed already. The fuck's he gonna stay here for, right? I fight for the vacant title. I'm not fucking doing nothing, bro. I don't want to tune up. I want $80,000 to sit in my house and eat Ritz crackers and watch Walking Dead. Hey,
he's gonna eat Vegemite, Jules. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's on the Ritz crackers, bro. You don't just eat Vegemite by itself.
48,000 right? Sounds like they're offering them blue chip stamps or something. Like,
bro, that's what the average Amazon warehouse worker makes, bro. That's what they're offering Maloney, bro. So
did they give him a shirt with it too?
Probably, and a shirt and a shift. I don't know if he's gonna have that fight either, bro. But he's a moron because that play has always been there. That if you go to Eddie and you tell him, look, I'll step aside. You want Bam to fight for that title? Fine. Because I stand a better chance of winning the title if it's vacant. If it's vacant and I don't lose my spot, yeah, I'll get my shot either way. You get paid two ways. Paid for stepping aside, then paid later on for fighting for the title. The way you're doing it, what if Garcia beats you? You got beat for $40,000, bro. What are you, a moron?
Yeah.
The guy's stupid, bro. Like you're dumb, bro.
By the way, Jules, Herb said he's listening, but he's having phone trouble, so he's just in the chat listening and stuff.
I dig it. So he's just and I've been said that I don't really know why Maloney's trying to do this because what are you trying to get the Bam fight? Or are you trying to get a payday from the Bam fight? Because the way that he's acting, it's almost like you think you can beat Garcia, and then when you have the belt, you could turn that into a payday. But what if you don't get the belt, you jackass? What if you lose?
Lose a title shot for 48 grand. That would be fucking pathetic.
That'd be funny, bro.
No plan B.
It's fucking and how the fuck do the Maloneys keep getting title shots, bro? They won't go away, bro. They're like a fucking gnat in the ointment. Like if it's not one Maloney, it's the other one. If it ain't Jason, it's Andrew.
That was literally my question. Like, how the fuck do they keep getting title shots, bro?
Well,
didn't Junto put one of them to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Andrew.
That was Andrew. The one that's this guy. That's this guy that's fighting now.
Valiendo verga, bro. Get rid of these.
Look at Ryan, Rolly, Barrios, and other people, man. They get shots and they lose and get title shots.
Yeah, but it's kind of obvious why they get shots, bro. Like the WBC wants Ryan to have their belt because he's fake worth some money. Big Rolo, he gets all the bitches, bro. Big Rolo out here, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Andrew Maloney, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like why does this guy keep getting title shots? Did I miss something? Fuck, is he related?
Yeah,
to
I know.
somebody?
Since when does the world need Australian Bantam or light? What is it? Superfly champions.
He's a
Right,
bantam.
junior
Right. He is a
bantamweight.
superfly, right?
The Superfly, yeah. Since when does the world need Australian Superfly champions?
Yeah, I was watching a fucking thing about Australia. I've always wanted to go down there. And I didn't know this. I'm just putting this out there for the people in the chat. Apparently, Australia is super boring.
Is it?
Somebody said that. Yeah, that the weather's beautiful and the women are beautiful, right? But that the country it's actually boring, and it makes sense to me because it's like, why do so many Australians want to travel? Every time I see an Aussie, they always want to go every fucking place. They always want to be expats. And, that kind of rounded it out for me that, well, where you're from, it's very fucking boring.
Well, Jules,
One of the best things to come out of Australia is Parkway Drive.
having met some of them during some of my travels, the reason that they fucking travel a lot is because every year they get a whole 6 weeks off to do whatever the fuck they want. So
Really?
yeah, like I met multiple Australians in Costa Rica and Panama that literally these motherfuckers told us, bro, like it was crazy. They left Sydney, went to Mexico, spent a week and a half in Mexico, then left Mexico, went to Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, and then they were going to fly home from Colombia after 6 weeks of vacation. That's why.
It's like a month and a half, right?
Yeah, it's a month and a half.
They love traveling a lot.
Yeah, but
I literally told them, I said, with all of you fucking Australians here in Costa Rica, who the fuck's running the government? A bunch of koalas and kangaroos?
Yo, listen, I don't know. Like,
And the
I read through this
Joeys,
thing.
too.
I read through this thing, and what I saw consistently in the thread from people that have lived in Australia, that moved there from other places, particularly people from the UK. Shout out to Rigman. They kept saying that, yo, it's boring. That it's boring, and you feel like you're far away from everything. That there's not really a lot going on. And they said that compared to living in Europe, this is what people said. This is not opinion of mine. Obviously, I've never been to Australia. What people kept saying was, when you're in Europe, it feels like you're where everything is happening and everything is alive. And they said when they went to Australia, it's beautiful, but it's boring and it's far away from everything that's going on. That's what I saw people say.
Rigman says, nah, Australia is nice. It isn't like the UK with nothing to do.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'll say this much: having been to Europe, Jules is right. If you go anywhere like on the continent of Europe, you can literally jump on a train and be in another country in like 2 to 3 hours. That's the dope part about Europe.
That shit is
You can
dope,
literally
bro.
you can be in Barcelona one night, jump on a train, and you're in Paris the next night. I mean, where else can you fucking do that?
I would go to Spain, bro. Con esa gente hedionda. I would go over there, bro. I heard it's fucking beautiful over there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. You can jump on a car. You can jump in a car and drive 2 hours north. You're in Paris, Texas. If you go left, you're in Rome, Texas. 2 hours west, there's Palestine, Texas. Yeah.
You interrupted for that,
Yeah. You know, there's. I found out there's an Atlanta, Texas.
If you go real south, you'll go to Zimbabwe, Texas.
Yo,
oh my god!
I don't know the fuck y'all
I'll give you
about,
credit
bro.
for fucking loving your home state, pinche undefeated, but you can't compare Barcelona to Paris.
Yo, listen,
Paris, Texas.
The Spaniards over in Spain really don't like tourists right now. They're like being fucked.
Well, that's
up
because you know why that is, country. You know why that is. That's because of the fucking migrant crisis. Because they have it too, bro. They have that shit too. That they got gente sucia ahí jodiendo. Like, yeah, get those fucking people out, bro. Saca esa gente sucia de ahí.
Yeah, country. All the places in Europe right now are all fucking anti-immigration. Like they're just like the U.S. They're like, hey, get all these fucking people from, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, like get them the fuck out and send them back home.
Let's just be completely honest about the conversation. Is that it's a culture clash when you introduce a high abundance of people that have fundamentally different beliefs to the people of the region. You're going to create a lot of problems. If it's just one or two, eso está bien, ¿me entiende? Que, yeah, you have to do things in moderation. You can't just throw a bunch of people over there. You're going to create fucking chaos, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what the UN did, because it's because of the UN. That's what is it? Yeah, it's the UN that did that shit. So it's like, yeah, why do we got to take in all these guys again? What are we getting out of this? No, because they're refuge. What the fuck are all these people seeking refuge from, bro? What is going on? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in Africa, the only thing I can think of is just starvation. A lot of those fucking countries are dirt poor.
Okay, but well, fucking work it out, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Work it out. WARK. Work.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. The fuck. The
Last
shit
man
is that,
standing, bro. Battle Royale.
yo, the only thing is, look, like I can't tell you about the politics in the African continent, because there are some countries that are doing much better than others. So I can't really tell you about the politics in that region. The most I can say is, though, that outsourcing these people to other countries is not a solution, bro. It's not. If the UN cares that much about these people, then you need to establish infrastructure in these African nations. Otherwise, yeah, this is always going to be the case. They're always going to live in squalor. It's always going to be the same. And you're always going to rely on European countries and Western countries, really. You're always going to rely on the West to save them. Like that. That's not really a solution. It's not,
Yeah. Unfortunately, the fucking corruption is so rampant there that's why a lot of those fucking countries are in the shape they're in.
Yeah.
The one thing I did see, though, Jules, I don't know if you've seen it. The one thing that worries me, and I don't understand why the U.S. hasn't tried to kind of get their foot in the fucking door, especially in that continent. The fucking Chinese are going all over that continent and trying to put their stake in that place, and they're extracting a bunch of valuable minerals and technology, and
it's
like, yeah, they're fucking
it's smart, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
like,
you know what the thing is? You know what makes my ass itch is the Chinese can do the same things that the United States does, and nobody clutches at their pearls about it. You know what I mean?
Nobody.
Nobody says nothing.
That's why I don't mind us taking over Greenland. The fuck, 50,000 people, bro. 50,000.
Listen, you talk about, and somebody else said this, and it's so true though. They always talk about global warming and the carbon footprint and polluting the environment and all these things, when, okay, China pollutes more shit than anybody. What the fuck are you talking about? If you're so fucking worried about this shit, why don't you go over there and protest? And you won't, because they will beat the dog shit out of you, and there's nothing you can do. So you do it here. They do it here when they're not going to do nothing.
Dude,
to you.
people literally have to walk up and down the street with masks on. If you were to do that, they would beat you up and take your mask.
You know what's crazy, bro? We just the other day we kicked out Jasmine Crockett, which thank God, right? And I saw somebody that was arguing like about how Jasmine, she wanted to help out the illegal immigrants with free healthcare, and they were like, "Are you willing to pay extra money out of your check for them to give free healthcare?" And that person just shut up. Like, everything sounds nice until it affects you,
bro. That's
more
why
free prostate exams.
I really hate the political discussion, especially where it is right now, because it's so childish and it's just comprised of people who want to be right, irrespective of what is right. That, honest to God, dog, Americans are already paying a lot. We simply don't have the money to bear this burden, because we're not talking about the politicians. We're not talking about the people in Capitol Hill. We're talking about me and you that's on this panel. That's who would have to bear the burden. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do that. Sorry. If I don't have free health care, so what? I have to pay what, $400 a month? Nah, homie. Like, so how the fuck you want to give that away to somebody who just got here? That's bullshit.
Yep.
It's fucking bullshit. It's not free for us, but it's gonna be free for some fuckwit from some shithole. So what if I go live in the shithole for 6 months? Can I come back and get free health care?
Shit.
Yeah, I'll go live in the shithole for 6 months so I can come back and get the free shit.
I saw a report a couple like 2-3 years ago when Biden was in office, and there was the average student debt was like 80,000, and they were talking about student forgiveness, and I was like, yeah, they should, until they said that we gotta pay for it. Nah, you know
Yeah,
what?
fuck that
Fuck
shit.
y'all.
No,
Y'all
fuck
pay
that
for
shit.
this.
Fuck what America honestly needs, that it does that I don't really think there's a focus on it, but you hear people talk about it an awful lot, is trade jobs. Stop telling people that they need a fucking arts degree or a women's studies degree. You know what you need to learn? How to fix air conditioners. That's what you need to learn. You need to learn how to be a mechanic. We need more mechanics. We need more plumbers. We need more electricians. We need more jobs and trades that are geared towards infrastructure than this fucking dream crap. I have a fucking degree in gender studies. Gender needs to be studied?
Yeah.
Gender?
And what kind of a job are you gonna get with that kind of fucking degree? Like, really?
Right? You go to the office and you get jerked off 6 times. Like when you study gender, you're like, what is this?
Yo, I
And
saw this article the other day, Jules, where they were talking about. I mean, I didn't see the statistics, but this article had a headline of that a lot of these fucking companies nowadays that are hiring this generation Gen Z
I
to
saw that.
work in
I
their
saw that.
workplace, they're
That
firing these motherfuckers.
they're hiring people my age group is what I read.
Yeah,
They're firing the young folks that are, coming out of college, all the bullshit, and they're hiring 40-year-olds and shit. And it's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. These kids' heads are literally full of crap, and we're not just saying that because we're old. You know that there's always that divide between the previous era and the new one, but it's not my imagination, and it's not because I'm getting older that I see these kids' heads are full of crap. You have no real world experience, and that's why your views are so fucking dog shit. You think the government is supposed to pamper you and take care of you. Brody, that's not the way the world works. Period. It's not the way the world works. Most of the world doesn't work that way. You're lucky that we have as much shit as we have here. A lot of this shit is not a given.
yeah. I saw this video where they were talking to this girl. She looked like she's in her early 20s, and I guess she had graduated from college. And the guy who's interviewing her is literally telling her, like, okay, the position pays X. This fucking broad had the nerve to act like she had 10 years of work experience, demanding that they pay her between I think it was like 80 to 90,000 a year to start. And the guy's like, no, we're not doing that. He's like, you're barely coming in, you have no real work experience, we're not paying you 80 grand to start. Like, sorry, no company does that.
Yeah,
Nobody does that.
that's
And if
the
you
entitlement
understood,
is out of this world.
if they understood, country, that running water is a luxury, because that's the perspective that they don't have. Not living in a war zone is a luxury. Having infrastructure is a luxury. That's none of these things that we benefit from in this Western world are a given. These are all luxuries. These are the amenities of being an American citizen. And Americans, most of all, they're the ones who don't appreciate that. The foreign people appreciate it, which is why they come here, because they know these are luxuries, dog. Running water, police when you call them. Yeah, that's a
Paved
luxury,
roads.
bro. Paved roads? Huh?
I just
That's a
saw some
luxury.
disturbing shit.
Yeah,
Though, Jules. I don't
you
know.
can ask Anthony Joshua about them paved roads.
Oh man, come on, man, come on.
It's a little bit too soon for that, bro.
Jules, how do you feel about this? Universal's going to piss me off with this because I used to work at that production company for it. They're recasting Jason Bourne, and it's not Matt Damon. I don't like that shit.
I don't want it. If it's not Matt Damon, I don't want it.
They already did that shit once and it flopped. Why the fuck are they gonna go back again and do it?
Because they don't have ideas, Ignacio.
Yeah,
They don't have
Jesus Christ.
nothing new.
They tried
Bourne was-
Jeremy Renner, who's a good actor, and he wasn't even that good as Jason Bourne.
No, he wasn't.
But it was a
born.
different
He
story,
wasn't,
though.
He wasn't born. He wasn't born. And the shit is, that shit was ass because I don't think that was from the original books. I think there were originally like 3 books, right, Drew?
No, he has a bunch of
there's more than 3, Jules.
Robert Ludlum has a bunch of books on spies, but he has like 7 or 8 Bourne books.
The other thing I'll say about Bourne, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's a sign of my age, is that Bourne, Mission Impossible, 007, all represent an era that is long since passed. You know, this is KGB, Soviet era spies, waxwork. Yeah, come on. That's dated, bro. Those kinds of movies are dated.
Yeah,
they are. This is a period piece.
Did you see that last spy movie with Remy Malek and Lawrence Fishburne?
No. The accountant. That shit was good.
The assets now, Jules, are like that. They're bookworms. They're data analysts now. That's how the spies are now. They're
like if you got a guy, he can jerk off 8 times a day and come all 8 times. That's a government asset now. Like, yeah, you can watch all the
fucking cool.
What do you all think they have? What do you think the Mossad and CIA agent that has Jules' files looks at when they're looking at his history search? You're like, this fucking guy.
Listen, bro, this fucking guy jerks off a lot. This guy's got hell of sex. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like but it does represent something that is dated. It doesn't represent the modern world, you know, as it is. And I love the Bourne series. Like, I literally still go back and watch those movies, the first 3. The other one, the Bourne Legacy, it was I don't know.
Rachel Weisz is in it, so I like her.
Yeah, she's all right. But if I want to see her, I'll watch fucking Constantine, you know, or
the Mummy, right? Oh, they're doing the Mummy. She's coming back.
Yeah, she's coming back, but Brendan Fraser's all fat and old now. Like, well, what are we doing?
He's hanging with The Rock. Nothing but a fucking 6-month cycle, 3-month cycle can fix.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. You know, you're right. You're right. And a hair piece too. He's got to have a hair piece.
Call Connor. Take that fucking hair off his ass.
For real. Yeah, exactly. He knows what he's doing. Go to Turkey, get that fucking surgery. But it's just the Mummy. You know, Drew, the Mummy. The Bourne. It's like, yo, dog, what the fuck are y'all doing? Can y'all come up with some original
It's that
movies,
IP.
bro?
I am excited what they're gonna do with DC now that they're gonna get the Claggett gun out of there.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. But what they said, there is sort of a comic book fatigue in the sense that, look, I like comic book movies. I do like those movies. But yeah, you really don't get movies like Heat anymore or Memento. Everything is really sci-fi, really childish. You're not getting adult stories and adult movies anymore. I want another. Don't redo Eyes Wide Shut. But give me another movie like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, where are the adult movies?
Yo, Jules, real quick, since you're like saying like movies like that, I recommend you guys go watch Crime 101. That was a damn good movie.
I'll watch that shit.
I'll watch it. It was just I saw it. It was 2.5 hours. I'm like, fuck. Do I want to see?
But it's good though, Drew. It's worth it.
Maybe what they need to do, Drew, honestly, because this is what Reese Witherspoon did that was really smart. She started a publishing company that buys the rights to books and then uses those books to make movies. You know what I mean? That maybe what you guys need to read more books. We don't need more Transformers movies. We really don't need more Transformers movies.
Yeah, we've been Transformers.
And did you see Brad Pitt?
Go ahead.
Brad Pitt turned down the role for Harvey Dent in the next Batman, so they're going to what's his name from that did the last Bond guy, Daniel Craig. For Harvey Dent.
I like that.
That's not bad. That's not a bad casting.
Where the fuck have you been? Real talk.
Oh man, this guy was talking shit, telling me my granny's gonna die this year. I'm like, bro, you're pathetic.
He was checking out.
He was checking out. He was fucking.
You gotta go to my granny.
Jules,
I fucking forgot he was there, bro. Like, I
legit thought Ice got real talk, man. I was
no, but I think that's a good.
No, I'm too fast, man.
That's a good casting, Daniel Craig.
No. Daniel Craig is. Let me tell you something about Daniel Craig, you fucking asshole. He's good in everything he's ever been in. He was good in
Cowboys and Aliens.
He was good in that.
I like that.
Wait, what was the shit where the Jewish guys? Was the shit where the Jewish guys is running around all the planet and they're killing the guys that did Black September? What's the name?
Munich.
October 7th.
Munich. He was good in Munich. Was a good ass movie for those.
Yeah, it was long as fuck, but it was good.
I didn't see that
like
movie.
My dick. It was long as fuck, but it was good.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Do you know what they're doing with this next Batman? Who's the villain in this next Batman?
What is it gonna be? It's gonna be Two-Face, I assume, right?
Well, there's always he doesn't start off as Two-Face, so who's like it's usually a double antagonist with that when Two-Face shows up, right?
Oh, you know what? I think I heard something. It was gonna be Mr. Freeze.
In this new Batman with Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
If they're picking off after the Penguin series, Jules, what's gonna happen?
Wait,
I mean,
but
the story of Wait. The story of Harvey Dent does come with a double antagonist baked in, because remember, he was being exploited by the mob. That's his story. He was being exploited. You know, the way that they did it in Nolan's Batman, they tied the Joker to it, but that's not actually the story of Harvey Dent. He was being extorted by the mob. He's doing them favors. So the mob could be one antagonist, and then towards the end of the movie, Harvey becomes the other antagonist. The two antagonists.
So it's maybe starts with Penguin having dirt on him or something.
Yeah, you know, like you give him a hand job at City Hall or something. Like,
but even then though, like Penguin and Two-Face, they're not main villains though. They're B-listers.
Yo, George, but
do you like Zoe
They're
Kravitz
Mario
coming
Barrios.
back? Do you like
They're
Zoe
the Mario
Kravitz coming?
Barrios
But do you
of
like
the
Zoe
Batman world.
Kravitz coming back as Catwoman?
But what's it called? In the first one that he did, Pattinson. I don't know if you guys remember when they had fucking the Riddler locked up. He's fucking conversing with a guy who literally sounds like it's gonna be the Joker. Yeah. So I figured it was gonna be him.
It's not going to be the Joker, bro. I don't think it's going to be the Joker. Like, you need to dedicate the whole movie to the Joker. You can't have him, you know, really sharing too much screen time with anybody.
No, but it's also kind of that thing where, like, they've already told the Joker so many different ways. Like,
there it is.
Something else, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. That how many times we saw Jack Nicholson as the Joker? We saw.
So then, what does Real Talk want? Does he want the fucking Mad Hatter?
I fucking told y'all, Mr. Freeze.
Why do you want Mr. Freeze? You want
Mr. Freeze?
Because when was the last time we had a fucking great Mr. Freeze?
We did. We
never haven't.
We've never had
exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something.
So who the fuck's gonna play him?
Wait. In the 1992,
John Hamm. John Hamm should play him.
John Hamm is good. John Hamm is good. In the 1992 cartoon, the best Freeze that's ever been on screen in any form was the cartoon.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they won an award for that fucking shit.
And who voiced
that story was
Mr.
gold,
Freeze?
bro. They even tried to adapt it into the Schwarzenegger shit.
Yeah,
they tried it.
And you know, and if you watch it, honestly, it's like, are you guys sure this is? It was a car. I remember I grew up watching that Batman. Like, to me, it was new. And it was so good. It was like, are you guys sure this is for kids? Like,
no, type shit. But see,
Mr.
Freeze is one of those. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Freeze is one of those villains that he's not a villain. He's doing what he has to out of necessity. You know, like out of love. It's not so much that he's evil and wants to do crime.
Drew, he can't jerk off when he's wearing that suit. Don't you understand?
Yeah. No, like he fucking comes icicles, bro. You know how painful that is?
It's like passing a kidney stone, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to make a live
that's
action,
one of my biggest fucking fears in life.
A live action of Batman Beyond, would you do that?
I'll be honest.
Oh, bro, I'd cream in my little girl jeans if they did Batman Beyond.
I really like drawing I'll just say this. I love drawing that world because I can draw a bit. I love drawing, like, for a writer and an artist. Batman Beyond is amazing, but I just don't know that these people are familiar with that Batman enough to where you would do a movie for him, bro.
Yes, bro. Batman Beyond is one of the.
Who would be your old Bruce Wayne?
My old Bruce
Affleck?
Wayne.
Would you bring Affleck?
Why can't the old Bruce Wayne needs to be fucking Ben Affleck?
No. I would pick somebody entirely fresh. I don't know that I would use a known actor for old.
I disagree. It's gotta be an old.
Let him fucking say who.
Like Keaton or fucking Affleck.
Yo, dog. This dude is full of pre-workout and cocaine, bro. Like he's going 100 miles an hour.
He just jerked.
I'm sorry.
He needs to go jerk off.
I took 3 scoops today.
He took 3 scoops. He posed. He saw the fucking eggplant in his pants. He's like,
I did, bitch. Watch my story.
Bro,
shut up.
The dude is floating over Dallas right now, bro. He's all over the place. Shout out to George.
I'm literally looking over Dallas now.
Best lesser brother, Raphael, Takuma, Marcellus. Easily Takuma, bro. Easily. Takuma's a 2-time bantamweight champion.
Yeah, don't disrespect Rafa Marquez like that. He was a fucking great champion in his own right.
Shout out to Ike. Jules, would you rather a spy movie franchise or TV series have only one love interest or different females for the sequels or seasons? I'll be honest, love interests in a movie has never been my thing, least of all in spy movies. it takes away from the story and the crooks of the. For me, it takes away from the story and the crooks of the story. I would prefer that the spy be a womanizer, you know, or that if there is somebody
because
that
because it hybridizes the movie, it turns it into action
Yes.
romantic. Nobody wants to see that shit.
yeah, like there was a series on Channel 5. It was called Bones, right? I liked it. It was about forensic science that they use forensic
remember that.
science. It was a good series. It was a good
I remember
series.
that show.
It was.
And whenever it starts being about that Bones likes Booth, it's like, well, I don't want to watch this shit. I want to watch you solve crimes. And it was the same with House.
Type
That
shit.
look, listen, I loved House, right? And I wanted to fuck the shit out the fucking the broad. You remember the broad with the hair? She had the eyes
House.
in House.
Is that the House?
She had the eyes and the hair.
She had hair.
I'm
This
I'm not
nigga.
gonna lie,
in the nose, bro. She had the nose.
if they do another Batman
She had-
movie, I would
she
like
had
to see
legs.
Mr. Freeze.
But my hot take is sex scenes in movies don't do nothing to tell the story. They don't.
That's
Hey,
not
you guys
true.
have-
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Bro,
In
I'm
most
telling you,
movies.
this
Bob,
dude's
no,
gay,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no.
This
When
guy's
Billy
gay, bro. We
Bob
need more sex
Thornton-
scenes in movies.
when Billy Bob Thornton fucked Halle Berry, the world needed that, Drew. What the fuck are you
I
talking
didn't.
about?
I'm not
bro.
saying that part. I'm
That
saying
was-
they don't.
that
When you're just
furthered
watching
the
the
plot.
story, then when you're watching movies and you see sex, okay, what was that? Okay, I guess.
What you
Bro,
turn away, Drew?
No. See,
If
this
it's not
is-
a Van Damme
no, no,
sex
no, no,
scene,
no,
I'm
no.
used to Van Damme sex scenes, bro.
No,
Those
no,
help
no,
the
no, no.
story.
I'm
Bro,
telling you guys, he's gay.
No, listen. You just want the director to cut to the shot of Van Damme's ass. That is what you're doing,
No,
bro.
I like the best Van Damme sex scene is on the boat in Double Impact because you see her
So wait a minute.
titties.
No. So you didn't like when Antonio was sticking it to Selma Hayek? You didn't like that?
I mean, it did nothing for the story. It was nice.
What the fuck do you mean it didn't do nothing for? It was fucking Spanish. There's a guitar playing. There's a big titty. Like you didn't like that?
I mean, it's just I like rather watch porn than fucking fake sex scenes in movies.
Bro, no. Listen, you go to the movie. You go with your broad. You know, she sees, oh my god, the gyrating, the titty, the orgasm. Right? She wants to fuck after you get out of the movie. Maybe
You already have your
during
fucking
the
hand
movie.
on her pussy, bro.
Right, bro? Come on. Shout out to Will.
Dude's
Screw
gay.
that. Bring back Michael Keaton. Nah. Come on. It's gonna harken back too much,
bro.
It's gonna harken back too much to You could do an old Christian Bale because he's really crotchety. You could actually do an old Christian Bale. He's crotchety enough, and he's getting old.
I
He's
think
getting
Ben
up there.
Affleck looks the part, though. I think Ben Affleck would look the part.
Too virile. He's too virile. He's still brolic. He's still tall. Like
He's still taking TRT.
Clint
Shout out to the
Eastwood.
TRT, bro.
Hey, you guys ever watch a show called The First 48?
I've heard of that show.
Yeah, that's the one that fucking is always in Real Talk's neighborhood country.
No,
in
yeah,
fucking
I knew a few
Oak
people that were in
Cliff.
that. No, y'all are joking. No, y'all are joking, but I actually did know people that showed up on that show.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
where
a
the
good
fuck
show.
do you
man.
live,
That's a
bro?
good show. It's real
I
time
fucking
crime.
Dallas, man. It's fucking sucks.
Oh,
Oak Cliff is not a good
shit,
place.
yo.
Oak Cliff sucks,
Listen,
bro.
Yeah, it's not a good place.
Jules, you ain't never heard the joke that Mike Epps made about the first 48? That shit was fucking hilarious.
What
He
is that?
said, he's all, man, he goes, every time I watch that show, he's all, these motherfuckers are a bunch of ratatouille ass motherfuckers. He's all, they just be telling the cops everything.
Listen, man. But
No, hold on, real quick.
No, wait. You know who I really want to see a new, because Batman, they always go with the same villains. Get Poison Ivy. Yeah, get Poison Ivy. There's all
Put
this
Alicia
fucking
on
focus.
Bitch, that's from the same fucking movie where I chose my villain from.
But wouldn't that be a good? Yeah, like do those again because we've already seen like 3 Jokers. We've seen like 3 Jokers. How many times have we seen Catwoman, Halle Berry, Anne Hathaway, Zoe Kravitz, Michelle
Pfeiffer,
Julie Newmar?
Michelle Pfeiffer's the best one.
Look, I like Michelle, but
We
I
have
also
a fucking
like Anne.
stroke.
I'm just saying, Anne Hathaway was hacking away, bro.
Did
Anne
they do
Hathaway
the
was
Green
hacking away,
Goblin?
bro.
Did they
I can already see if Jules was the casting director. If Jules was the casting director, he says Sydney Sweeney
No,
for
but
Poison
here's the
Ivy.
thing, though. Hold on, real quick.
No,
Here's my argument for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer has a streak of whore to her, though, that Hathaway didn't.
You know,
You know why Anne Hathaway was pretty good? Because she kind of reminded you of Julie Newmar. Of the old, I know that's before your time, but that's kind of why it worked. Like, yeah, she reminded me of Julie Newmar of back in the day on the old Adam West Batman. But also, you know, Eartha Kitt.
Yeah.
But she was good in the role though. She was good in the role though.
I'd like to see the Green Goblin or Tommy Two-Face a bit more.
What was a villain? You know what? You said the Mad Hatter, and that hasn't been adapted to the big screen. It hasn't.
Damn,
that hasn't been adapted.
Yeah, it hasn't.
That hasn't something new because like I said, there's always this focus on certain villains. Like Two-Face has been done. Tommy Lee Jones played him. Then
we should
Aaron
get a Killer Croc, a real Killer Croc interacting with Batman.
There you go. That's one that they never
or
did
fucking
on
Clayface
screen.
or Hush.
Well,
why not Hush?
They're gonna do Clayface, is what I heard. They're gonna do Clay, but not for Batman. It's gonna be a standalone movie.
But they haven't done the Green Goblin, have they?
Yay.
No, what are you talking about? Him?
That's Spider-Man country. What the fuck,
bro? They didn't do Lex Luthor, did they? They didn't do Lex
Luthor. Guy.
Fucking country.
I caught that the first time, but I was like, "Am I missing
wait a minute. I got it a little mixed up, so you can laugh."
Have they done Have they done Magneto yet?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
No, but what I was gonna say though, Jules, is if you remember Batman Beyond, it starts off with him still being Batman, and he has to pull a gun out, and that's ultimately what it makes him realize he has to fucking put the cape down.
Yeah.
So I mean, Ben Affleck still being fucking brolic and shit, it works.
Yeah, but I think it's too. The thing is that I don't know. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if this generation is familiar enough with the lore of that Batman to where it should have a movie. You know, like look at how many.
Okay, I'll argue this.
Look at how many years.
Relevant. I think the people that are going to take their children. No, the people that are going to take their children to see this, they do.
Mr. Freeze.
I don't know about that. Lex
people
Luthor,
my age, 27, bro. I grew up watching that shit on TV every fucking week. People my age know.
Did they do Megatron yet? Did they do Megatron Country? Did they do him?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Fuck if I know.
Mr. Freeze, bro. They
did. It was Transformers 1. They did Megatron.
They did Megatron. They did him right in his carburetor.
Can you imagine Tom Holman as Mr. Freeze, bro?
I'm going to hell for that
one. Yo,
bro, why'd you say that
bro,
shit?
Oh you my god, fuck. I had to look that up.
You racist fuck.
Yo, dog. I'm
gonna have to put wasn't me this time that you call racist, so there.
Why'd you say that, you racist fuck?
No, you know who could play a fucking good Mr. Freeze? Fucking who's the dude that ordered fucking Amazon? What's the fucker's name? I can't remember his goddamn name right now.
Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, there we go.
Jeff Bezos.
There you go.
Fuck.
Bezos, that fucking bald-headed bitch.
Tom Holman is Mr. Freeze.
Nah, Tom Holman's more like fucking that's more like Clayface, way.
You pull up with the ice hat on and shit.
Hey, do you guys know if they did Gorilla Zod yet?
Nah, they ain't do that. They ain't do that. Oh my god, yo, that shit. I'm about to put that in grok, yo.
That's fucked up.
I'm to put that in grok, bro. Just make Tom Holman as Mr. Freeze, yo.
Yeah,
oh my god, yo, Undefeated is retarded, bro.
He's the skinny Jack. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Be coming up with some shit.
Nah, but not for nothing. Yeah, like I do feel they need to cycle through new villains because how many Joker adaptations do we really need to see? And how many? And I while I do like Two-Face, I do like Two-Face as a villain. He's been done. You know, Aaron Eckhart did him, and before that it was Tommy Lee Jones. Can we get another Mr. Freeze? Can we get a Mad Hatter? Can you know? There's
the Riddler.
The Riddler.
What about
Black? Well, they just did the Riddler.
The first movie.
What about Black Mask or Scarecrow?
Yeah, you know what? Scarecrow's been done at least once, but I could go for that again, country. I could, because Cillian Murphy played him, but it's only ever been on screen once. So yeah, you could do that again, and you could make
And
him
then, to
darker.
be fair, it was kind of in like the least popular of the.
You know what would actually be a good one would be Man Bat. Remember when he fought Man Bat?
Right.
Oh, that's
The
a good one.
Yeah,
the fucking mute.
real
Yeah,
good
that would be a good one. Because remember, it wasn't just the doctor; it was also his wife. Later on, his wife started turning into that shit.
I could see them pairing up Man Bat and like Poison Ivy or something.
Solomon Grundy is a good shout, but you got to be a real comic book head to know who Solomon Grundy is. In fairness, Killer Croc would be a better shout because they did Bane. They did Bane, they did Catwoman, they did Freeze. The one that they never did for Batman on screen is Killer Croc. That'd be a good one.
I mean, not for Batman, but they did it in Suicide Squad.
Did they?
Yeah, the first one, the gay one.
Yeah. I seen that shit. It's
they could do Deadshot.
Yeah, to Hong Kong
or Deathstroke. Why not Deathstroke, bro? We need a real
Dickstroke
live action on the fucking big screen.
Dickstroke, bro. They got to do Dickstroke, country. Come on, stop complaining, bro. They got to do Dickstroke.
Ron Jeremy as Deathstroke.
He died, bro. Come on, have some respect.
When did he pass? When did he
Ron
pass?
Jeremy? Didn't Ron die?
He did. It was a few. It was a couple years ago now, right?
Rest in peace,
that dude. Is it my imagination? Y'all don't remember that dude that fought a couple of weeks ago? He didn't look like Ron Jeremy. The dude looked just like
bro.
Dude looked just like Ron Jeremy.
What about Tallyman or Jeremiah Arkham?
Yeah, you could do those.
Or Calendar Man.
Tallyman kind of seems like a Joker ripoff almost, though.
Yeah, he is. A new Batgirl, bro. Because we didn't get that.
Or why don't we let?
I thought they were supposed to do a Batgirl in this next Pattinson one, Joe.
They canceled it, bro.
Oh, they did.
The series.
No, look, because you know how they're doing like the gritty mob shit, right? Why don't we get Victor Zsasz in there?
Can you make a whole thing about Victor Zsasz?
No, not make a whole thing, but like let's fucking build this universe. Let's build the fucking lore. Let's get some of these guys in there. Let's get fucking Calendar Man in there. Let's get Victor Zsasz in there.
Fucking Batgirl, bro. That's what they need. Batgirls.
No one wants Bat bitch. No one wants that.
Shut the fuck up. Listen.
Okay.
Batgirl has never been done justice, is what I'm saying. I have the same affinity. Okay. I have the same affinity for Batgirl that I have for Wonder Woman in the sense that it's a difficult character to adapt to on screen. It's a difficult character to adapt.
You're talking about Barbara Gordon, right?
Barbara Gordon, the first Batgirl, right?
Yeah.
Becomes Oracle, gets shot in the ass. Gets shot in the ass. Right?
You'd have to do that in a Joker movie, though.
Old Bruce was not physically imposing due to being withered after 20 years. With that, Keanu Reeves as old Bruce you can't get fucking Neo to be fucking Batman, bro. It's gonna distract people.
No, yeah, that's just not gonna work.
You've got to get them to the bus, Batman, and it can't go under 60 miles an hour. I know kung fu, like that's not.
Yo, Joel, see, I know people like to bag on Keanu Reeves, but have you watched Good Fortune?
I know the one where he's an angel. No, I haven't seen that.
His character is fucking comedy. You got to watch it.
I'll give it because it keeps coming up on my Amazon shit.
Which one?
The Good Fortune shit.
Good Fortune.
It's a new movie where he's like an angel or some shit. I'll give it a try because it keeps coming up.
I've heard of that one. I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Bro, the movie is fucking hilarious, bro, and he does a hell of a job, like playing a comedic role. It's fucking funny as fuck.
What about
fellas?
Right, because isn't it like an angel coming down and like fucking with someone?
Yeah, they kind of disown him and take his wings, and then he has to try to get his wings back.
Switches the lives with the guy.
It's fucking hilarious, right? Bro. Yeah.
What about
I gotta watch that shit.
What about Dr. Phosphorus?
Yeah. Phosphorus. It's good for cleaning out gutters. Okay, I'm going to sleep, guys. I'm fucking tired. I'll see you on the next one.
He's gonna go jerk off.
Yeah.